and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're doing 3 books in 3 days. So I'll quickly introduce you to the books, and then I'll pick my one out for today, and then I'll take you along. So the first book is Station 11. This is on my TBR to be read super soon, and I don't know, I've just been putting it off, so we'll see. Then we have The Ghost Theater, which same story, it needs to be read, and I've been putting it off, so we'll see how that goes. And then finally is Fahrenheit 451, which I know might seem a little odd, but I've heard it's really good, and it's super short, so I don't mind reading it. Alright, today I think I'm going to start with The Ghost Theater, and then tomorrow we will see what our next read is, so I'll see you guys about halfway through this one. About halfway through The Ghost Theater, I'm doing pretty good. It's just a little slow, but I should be able to finish it soon. So, yay. Alright, I have finished The Ghost Theater. This book was very interesting. I did not anticipate it to be very good, and it was very good at the beginning, and then it kind of went downhill from there. So, I rated this 3 stars. I will elaborate in a minute. And welcome back to day 2 of reading books for 3 days. Today's book is Station 11. It's been on my TBR for a very long time. It's not super long, so hopefully we'll get through it pretty quickly, but yeah, so see you about halfway. I'm about halfway through Station 11, and it's going pretty good so far, so yeah. I finished Station 11. I'm kind of split on this book. I think I'm going to rate it 4 stars because I did enjoy it. I just feel like it was misrepresented in the marketing, I feel like a little bit, so yeah. Hello and welcome back to day 3 of reading books for 3 days. Today's book is Fahrenheit 451. It's pretty short, about 150, so it probably shouldn't take me that long, so I will see you guys very soon. I am currently halfway through Fahrenheit 451. It's going pretty well so far. I'm enjoying it. Alright, I have finished Fahrenheit 451, and I ended up giving it 3 stars just because of some stuff, but I'll talk about that at the end of the video. Now I'm going to give my rankings. So in last place is Fahrenheit 451. In second, we have The Ghost Theater. And then in first, I apologize, is Station 11. So yeah. Also, fair warning to all of the reviews coming, there will be spoilers, major and minor spoilers. I will be telling you stuff, so if you don't want to hear about it, skip ahead, please. Alright, as always, here's my full review. So I know I said I gave it 3 stars, which you may be like, hey, this is like a classic, why would you do that? And I agree. I feel like I overhyped it a little bit because I understood nothing of this book, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I take that back. I understood the themes that were present on the page. Did I understand them on a philosophical level? Absolutely not. This was written in a way where I understood nothing. It was like, Mountains of Madness all over again, so whatever. I liked the themes it brought up, and definitely something that needs to be brought attention to. However, I feel like it tried to do too many themes at once. Usually when you do like post-apocalyptic or dystopian, you try to focus on one main one. But this had to try to do like several. And I think that kind of muddled the main theme. So it definitely needed some work, I guess. I don't know. It definitely needs a reread. I'm definitely gonna reread it. Maybe that'll help. Also, the info dumping of the themes. Basically, these people just go on long tangents. And I'd rather character building than just monologues, so who knows. But anyways, it'll need a reread, don't hate on it. It's still a good book. It's not my favorite. So, yeah. Let's talk about Ghost Theater. I really enjoyed the premise. I enjoyed the magic system, even though I really wish it would have been elaborated on further, because just like, ooh, she has these powers, and ooh, her mom had these powers, and people in her village have these powers, and they just didn't elaborate of where it originated. I feel like that really would have added to the story. That A love interest, didn't care for him. Betrayal really didn't hit that bad, and I had no idea what he was doing at the end. This book was so confusing, I'm not gonna lie. It started off really good, and then it went downhill so fast. It feels like the author really didn't have a end goal when it came to this plot, I guess. And I think that's what partially affected it, because there was really no end goal, there was really no character arc for everybody to have. A second love interest, I could care less about him. The ending, I had no idea what was going on. I was some kind of battle or something, but it did not come across that way. I had no idea what was happening. The conflict just felt very forced. It was not something I thought worked very well with the rest of the story. I did very much enjoy the beginning of this book. The first half was actually pretty good. It was a little slow, but that was okay. It was just the writing style. But, I mean, I thought it was good. I'm just disappointed that it's not as cohesive as I hoped it would be. So, you're welcome to give it a read. I think with a little tuning, I think this book would be much, much better. But overall, it's just like, meh. Alright, so now we're going to talk about Station 11. Okay, so I don't know. This one's kind of 50-50 for me. So it was marketed as this people who run around in this post-apocalyptic world and are performing Shakespeare. Okay, they perform Shakespeare like twice in this novel. So Shakespeare is not the center, which makes me a little irritated because that's how it was, presented. But I enjoyed most of the cast. It's been a little bit too much time in the past for my liking, which it was interesting to see how all the characters connected. But I knew that the prophet was Arthur's son. I knew all of that from the beginning. It was just, it'd take a whole lot. And also, there's so many unanswered questions in this. It describes so many things that it just doesn't elaborate on. Like, they have this great big virus, but it doesn't talk anything about it. It's just like, oh, it started in Georgia. Okay. But, like, it introduces a lot of characters, but it doesn't go into detail, because everybody has a unique story. I feel like it would have been more intriguing to spend more time on building the characters than going back in the past talking about Arthur and all of his wives, because, honestly, I could care less. But anyways, it was a pretty solid read. If you like post-apocalyptic worlds, then I'd give it a read. If you like Shakespeare or you hate Shakespeare, it really doesn't matter, because it really doesn't talk about Shakespeare. Alright, that is it for this video. If you liked the video, maybe give me a like, maybe a follow, just a thought. But anyways, I will see you guys next time with more book content. Bye!